Welcome to the Crates Talk podcast. This episode is about Normal Jean's album, Outspoken. It's online now from RawLife Records. I'm going to tell the story about how we linked up, how we worked on the album. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play snippets from every song. A couple songs I'm probably going to play in their entirety. And that's how we're going to keep it moving. So, Normal Jean, nothing really normal about Jean. You can look her up online at Queen Jean. That's KWEENGENE. And you can look her up on other social networks at All Things Jean, at All Things Jean. That's GENE. You can look me up, all social networks, at Digital Crates. This is the Crates Talk podcast. This is the first song right here. It's called Adore You.
Trees again, make me weak my knees again. We can't imagine how it felt the last time, last ride, last day. Oh, it felt so good to be so free. It felt so good to be my wings. Truly adore, only adore. So what do you say when time's fade? Felt none before, only adore. I truly adore. This is in remembrance, in case we can't do this again. These are the times we all wish for. She tattooed her arm with his name, just in case she didn't make it. He'd always know she really cared. Wanted to be there. He said, I'll be your puppy. And now this ain't a dream. This ain't like the movie, no. I truly adore you, only adore. So what do you say when time's sake? I felt none before, I only adore. Truly adore, This is in remembrance. I truly adore you.
Thanks for tuning in to the Crates Talk podcast. This is the Normal Jean episode. We're talking about her album, Outspoken, online now. Produced every song on there myself with Jean. A&R by DJ Circuit Breaker for RawLife Records. You just heard the first song called Adore You. Adore You was recorded for the Soundcheck album. Soundcheck is a concert and event promotions company here located in Philadelphia, but with events all over the country: Texas, Los Angeles, New York, Atlanta, Florida, etc. You can look for a Soundcheck event coming up at South by Southwest in Texas. And Jean was rocking a bunch of Soundcheck shows, and we linked up in the studio to cut a song for the Soundcheck album, which will be coming out soon. And Adore You was the first song we recorded, so glad you got to hear that. And I'm going to start this next song right here, which is pretty special. It's called Our People. This is a really cool record. Dope flip, you know what I'm saying? Cool message, real important. I really want everybody to tune in. And then after that, we're going to play a snippet of a song called The Time. There's a lyric video online. Go to YouTube, you know what I'm saying, right now. Check out the lyric video for The Time. So coming up next is Our People and The Time by Normal Jean from the Outspoken album. This is the Crates Talk podcast. You can check us out at thedigitalcrates.com/Crates Talk. That's CRATESTALK. Thank you for tuning in.
My skin is brown and my hair is nappy. I never wanted to be anything but free. From a country doesn't want me here. So it seems they're killing everyone that looks like me. Stop I stunned hard, you kept folding, you kept showing. And I was watching the sands in the hourglass pass, and I couldn't hold it no more way. They told you not to chase after these men. Just sit down and close your purse, baby. But baby just kept on, I know it. Now baby can't find a way home. It's summer, but nights are still cold. She left her jacket at home, cause she's jugging tonight. Now tell me what you do to get to where the grass is hardly green, and the stars cannot be seen even from the sky. And your only reason why is cause you love him, but he remembers the time. Okay.
This next song coming up on the Crates Talk podcast is Stay by Normal Jean from her Outspoken album on RawLife Records. This record here is pretty special, man. I've had people come up to me on the cuff and just be like, yo, man, like, this is a record, real meaningful. I never really thought about things like this, you know, and it's pretty deep. And shout out to Jean. She wrote this really, really, really meaningful record. Shout out to DJ Circuit Breaker. He A&R'd this record. He picked the beat and made sure that she knocked it out, you know what I'm saying, and got a studio session all set up. So check it out. This is a clip of a song called Stay. After Stay, we're going to play a clip of another A&R by DJ Circuit Breaker's song called Battlefield. This is a special record that we've been sitting on for a while. A couple artists couldn't really knock it out, man, and when we presented it to Jean, it just fit perfect with the groove and the flow of the album and exactly what we needed on there to showcase her range as a poet, writer, MC, rapper, singer, lyricist. Like, this song all in one kind of showcases everything. And for me as a producer, it's kind of like a once in a lifetime, once in an album chance for an artist for me to kind of showcase their full range. So again, you're tuned into the Crates Talk podcast. This is Normal Jean, Stay, and then Battlefield.
He said he just wanna see me happy, so when we talk, we never mention he's my daddy. And he begs me not to set it off, cause I'm just like him, said I should write him more. But really why I'm writing his wrong. The only thing I write these days is soul songs, his soul's gone. He said I should pray the dirt off for him, cause what he don't know is all my dirt's gone. And all the dirty left I swept up, got fed up with not knowing every time he ain't come home. But I still answer the phone. There's something about his kind of love, I can't leave him alone again. And he always asks me about the men I'm dating. Gotta make sure that they treat me right. I confess for the first time that he's the reason why I'm jaded, why I'm so damn complicated, why I can't make them stay. Don't want them to stay with me. They don't ever stay. I end up pushing them away. Oh, they just don't stay for me. Oh, you got me floating away. You know you got me tripping. Got my mind all caught in a haze. Oh, you got me tripping. Like a battlefield, love is real. It's like a battlefield, love is real. Battlefield, love is real. Battlefield. He said he would rather hear the sound of my voice than the sound of my tears, so I trained them to dry on their own. I've trained my tears to fight on my internal behalf because on the outside I'm catching wreck. I got this, and you got this. I told myself I got this, and so I showed up to this barren land with no light for miles and no rain in Southern California. I think he expects me to leave my love here, seeping through the cracks of all this blood, sweat, and not tears. And now inside there's an overflow from every time it's been since then. Every time I've had to use your words, Jean. So now the tears just don't come out. And on the outside I've just fallen asleep by way of Morning Star. But I've fallen, but I won't be stuck. Your celebration makes me want to fuck you up even more. But ow, it hurts. It's like I build you up to let me down, but I'm gonna still get up for another round. Every time
tuned in to the Crates Talk podcast. You can find us on YouTube or on our own site, thedigitalcrates.com/Crates Talk podcast. I'm going to spell that out slowly real quick. thedigitalcrates.com/Crates Talk. That's CRATESTALK. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all social media at Digital Crates. Thank you for tuning in again. This is the Normal Jean episode for her album Outspoken that I produced with DJ Circuit Breaker A&R for RawLife Records. Shout out to Dice Raw and everybody at the Roots crew for presenting Jean and I with the opportunity to record at the famous Roots Room Studios here in Philadelphia. It took us a couple months from the time we started. We worked out enough time and energy to put in even enough tracks to kick off her second album, which is in the works. There's probably about 5 or 6 songs almost already done for the next record, so stay tuned for her next project soon. It'll probably be a mixtape. It'll probably be for free, so look forward to that. I think as an artist, you got to have balance. I think you got to do one for self and then one for sale. So, this was obviously something, this first project was for sale. It's online now, all social media outlets. After it was for sale for a while, it became available on free outlets, too many to name. You can just search for it, Normal Jean Outspoken. She has new music coming soon. These last 2 songs that we're going to play are an indication of where she's going. Her next project is going to move. It's still going to be soulful, but it's going to move from a more organic to a more electronic sound. And these next songs, Go Go and John Lennon, are kind of showcase again of her range as a rapper, lyricist, MC, and singer-songwriter. So again, you're tuned in to Crates Talk Podcast. These are the last 2 songs of this episode, Go Go and John Lennon. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. You can check me out online at digitalcrates.com at Digital Crates. Peace, y'all.
He say I'm like a needle in his veins, baby. That only I can take his pain away, baby. Told me when he offsides, I keep him straight, yeah. When he know I'm coming round, that he can't wait, yeah. I got that swing, yeah. I make him sing, yeah. When he go home, it ain't the same, no. She can't hang now, and I moved on, so we don't speak, no. But he still sleeps, yeah. Then he asked me if I sing, no, I didn't. So he tells me what he said. I went and found me a new nigga. I can tell he's jealous of my new nigga. He misses me, I told him that I don't feel that. I tell him go, then I walk off with my new nigga. He's so sick, I came up on a new nigga. Tell him go, then I walk off with my new nigga. I tell him go, 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 I tell him go. crossed my mind and my hi-hat proceeded to bring me the vibe that I needed. Damn, it feels alright. Baby, take your time with that to say. Let's make it last. Then he lay back on the bed.